So hello guys, my name is Jackson and I am from Sayo College SYBCA, and today I'm making this video to show you guys my portfolio website which I created around 6 months ago, I think. So today we'll go through what can you do in this site, like what are its features. First we'll go on features, what it what the website can do, then the technologies I used and where I deployed my site. The site is live now, and if you want to check it out, you can go into letmebuild.net to check out this site. So without uh, further ado, let's get started. So this is my site. Let's refresh to get the animations because I loaded it a while ago. So this is the animation you can see. So I used a library called Gsap. I'll get into that later. So just this is the hero section, main section. So here's what, like a quote or something, just dummy text. Let me build for you because I'm a web developer. I just put all this text to make it attractive. So I think the design looks cool and the animation makes it better. I like it. I like it a lot. Then the project section. It has animations too, like, and just focus on this square rectangle thing. It has a different animation, like it goes up and down in different speed. It has a scroll speed, different scroll speed. Then my skill section, it's outdated. Then about me and a footer like every other portfolio site. Then let's see the sign up page. This is the sign up page. You can sign in with email, Google or Facebook. It's up to you. You need to sign in to start chatting with me. You cannot chat with me until you have signed in. Yes, you can chat with me too. Like it has a chat system. If you go on home, yes, where you chat. So for that I need to sign in. So let's sign in with Google. I use Google often. So let's use Google. And I have a admin system, like only admin can see all the chats coming in. If I am not an admin, I'll see only one chat. So I have logged in as an admin. Let's open a new incognito tab and sign in as a normal user, like not an admin. So sign in and again with Google. This time I'm not an admin, so I won't see all the chats. After sign in, it will take me to the home page automatically, then load everything for me. And as you can see, I can only see one chat box. This is me, like an admin. If you sign in, you will see this. So let's put both side to side. And can you see this circle? This is a present system. Like if you are online, it will show you green like this is my different account. And if you are away not using but have opened the tab, so I have opened the tab in this side but I'm not using it. As soon as I click here, it will turn green. It indicates I am online. And if you see here, it turns to yellow because I am using this browser, so I am away from this browser. So if I click again, it will switch. So that's common. And if you see, like last scene, this is all last scene. Let's chat now. If I open this chat box, it's all saved in a database. I'll talk about the database later. Let's start chatting. So let's go down and send a message like hi. It will pop here, and if I send a message from here, it will show that it's all real time. If I sign in with a different device elsewhere, I will have all this data. It's all saved in database, so I can retrieve that from the database and will be up to date at any time. If I sign in with a mobile now, I can see all this data, and it will be synced to real time. If I send hi from laptop and check my mobile, the hi will be there too. It's all up to date. Then check this section like active. If I start typing here, this will change to typing. Like if I remove that, it will show me like I am active. It will not show I am typing. So if I close this, then it will go offline and say active 0 hours ago. That's normal. And if you want, like if you are serious about building a chat system, you can add images as well very easily. Just uh, just take the image and store it in a cloud bucket, then accept it as a link. If you don't understand it, it's okay, but you'll know future. Then yes, this website is responsive. Like it will be compatible in all devices. It will look good on all devices. So let's check that by Control Shift I to open the developer tools. And as you can see, I am in the mobile right now, Pixel 2, and it all looks fine. Like all things work perfectly, like no overflowing and anything like that. So it's working. Then check out the sign in page now. And this is the sidebar. If you are signed in, you will see your avatar, your name, and I am an admin, so it shows me I am an admin. If you are signed in as a normal user, you won't see that. So let's sign out and go to the sign in page. It's responsive too, like it fits perfectly. No overflowing, no nothing. It looks good on every devices. Then and I am using React framework library called React. So if you see, I am switching between two tabs, but there is no reload. It's seamless, very smooth. You can see there is no reload, no changing anything. This is because of React and how it handles the DOM. So we will talk about React soon, and uh, yeah, I told you about Gsap. So Gsap is a JavaScript animation library. With Gsap, you can create industry standard animation, which will look good. Huge mega corporations use Gsap for the animation because it makes developing animations much easier. You can build it with a plain CSS, but it's far more difficult than using a library. So using a library will help you a lot. And I showed you this scroll animation, right? The box has a different scroll speed. For that, I use a library called laxjs. With that, we can do it with plain JavaScript as well, but again, it's far more difficult than using a library. Then, then let's talk about React more. So, what is React? React is a framework, or you can say a library to build web apps efficient and scalable website. Like if you use a normal plain HTML, CSS, it's far difficult to handle because you have to deal with every single thing. But if you use React, most of the things are done under the hood. The performance, efficiency, and everything is done under the hood. So if you use React, your page will be far more efficient and like mm, scale very well. If you want your website to grow, like if you have a website anything similar to e-commerce where everything just grows every time. If you add like a new product or anything, you have to grow. So for that things, any framework is useful. Like you could use Vue or Angular too, but learning React is better because you have high demand now for React, and you can build mobile apps, Android and iOS apps with React Native, which is very similar to React. You will quickly pick it up that too. So I'll show you the code for React. It This is how it looks. I won't go deep into the code, but the main benefit is everything is encapsulated, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything is everything has a different uh, different file, so it's easy to work with. And if you see, every even CSS is encapsulated, so you don't have to deal with a large CSS file. You can make it smaller and divide into multiple files, so it's far easier to work with. And if you want to get started with React, all you have to do is run npx create React app and your app name, any name, then enter. For this to work, you need to have Node.js installed. Node.js is a core runtime JavaScript engine, so you need to have that, or else it won't work. If you run this, I'm not gonna run this now. If you run this, it will give a basic template with all bundler and everything included. So you can get started very easily if you want, and it will give you the basic template, like everything for source, everything will be set up for you. So next, for now for backend. So you can see without any backend, the chat system and sign in is not possible. You cannot do that in your front end side because it's not secure. So for for authentication and database, I chose Firebase because Firebase is very simple to integrate. It's very easier, far easier than AWS. It has all the basic things like authentication, cloud, cloud database, two types of database, and you can see here's all the authenticated user who have signed in to this to my site. So if you sign in, I can see you here. You are added here. Then for your data, like chat data and everything, I use a Firebase Firestore. So here's where all the chats are stored. You can see it. This is where all your chats are stored. This is all the ID and everything. So that done. What's left? Yeah, I think I didn't tell the CSS part. So if you see here, this is not CSS, actual CSS. This is called SAS. You can see tell by the extension. So why did I use SAS rather than CSS? Again, personal preference. I like SAS because it makes easier to develop to work with CSS. It is a superset of CSS. Like you can do everything with what CSS can do and more. So it will be compiled in CSS on the build time. Like there are many features that I won't go into it, but I like SAS more than CSS. You have features like nesting and everything. You can next class inside another class, and it will give the output of dot home class home class scroll down. So you don't have to deal with fiddly things like you have to add a it's just a better programming experience. Then that done, I think I completed everything about my website. So it took me 7 days to build the UI and animation included, and like 25 days or 30 days to integrate authentication and uh, chat system. Authentication was very easy. You just had to add like 4 or 5 lines of code to authenticate user. That's the reason why you choose a Firebase. Even the front end developer can integrate Firebase easily and create a full stack website. Then, yeah, the website completed. So, the deployment part now. So, as you can see, this is a live site you can visit right now. And if you do visit, don't bother to check these links because it does not work. Only chat does. I left it like I'm not going to use this as my main site, so I have not linked that. So for deployment, Netlify is a perfect choice, I think, for front end uh, code. So React is a front end application. There is no server included, so you can choose Netlify, and they have a generous plan for beginners. Like it's free for you don't even have to consider paying if you have a small site. You can just deploy it using github. Just link your github repo here, and it will take care of all building and deploying the site. So if you don't know about git and github, you should probably check it out. It's a very useful tool. Git, I use that all the time. So that's it for now. I think I'm done. And thank you for watching, and tell me how did you like this video in the comments below. Thank you.